Hello everyone! I know I'm supposed to be reviewing my RCIR and I'm going to get to that in the next couple days, but I just wanted to try out this halal and kosher cheese tortellini meal. This is a genuine MRE, guys. It just doesn't look like one because it was especially made for the U.S. military by the company that's owned by this woman, Mary Ann Jackson here. Don't you just love her like 80s hair? Oh my God. This was generously sent to me by CT. Thank you so much, CT. He actually sent me 4 of these meals and a couple of the accessory packets. One of the reasons I'm just going to try this tonight instead is because I'm not very hungry and these meals are kind of small. Also, I'm saving the accessory packet that I have left to eat with the garden vegetable and pasta one. So I'll just be having this cheese tortellini. Guys, doesn't it seem like I'm always eating cheese tortellini on my channel?
No.
So I'm going to heat this up and we'll see how it is, how it compares to the other cheese tortellini that isn't halal and kosher of the same MREs. So guys, I tried to heat this up in my regular pan that I normally use, but it was too wide and it didn't fit. So I put it in my large, wide frying pan with some water and it's working, but it keeps floating to the top. It's like I have to keep pushing it down. Now it's kind of staying under now, but that's okay if it wants to float, you know. We all float here. It is very, very hot. I had to take it out with some tongs and put it out of the pouch now without trying to not burn myself here. Wow. That really heated up very, very quickly. In spite of all the problems with heating it, it's really warm. You can see it steaming up. So, I'm going to try this now. I'm just going to eat this by itself, so it might be kind of a short video. But, you know, I've heard that people like short videos. So, I'm going to taste one of the cheese tortellini. Oh, hot. The first thing that I notice about this particular version of the cheese tortellini, the halal and kosher version, my own meal, is it's very bland as far as sodium, salt flavor, or spice goes. Now this actually has 730 milligrams of sodium in it, which is 30% of your daily recommended value, but you can't taste the salt. It's very strange, but how is it that you can't taste the salt when there's that much? I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I really hate to put more on it, but I might have to. I'm going to try another piece here. I mean, it really is not bad at all. It's just not spicy enough for me. And if you guys know me, or if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know that I don't really care for saltiness in foods. But you have to have a little bit for flavor. In fact, when you make sweet things, like desserts and stuff, sometimes adding a little bit of salt brings out the sweet flavor of it. And I do that. I'm going to put some of my own Morton grinder salt, but I'm not going to put too much because I think it just needs a little bit for flavor. And there goes the lid of my salt. Boy, I'm a mess today. All right. Now, I got this cool little multi-tool with a fork, spoon, and knife from Uncle Al. Uncle Al is a really cool guy. You should check out his channel. I'll link his channel in the description along with CT's channel and several other people. I try to vary who I link in my descriptions. Yeah, so the pasta is soft, just like you would expect from something that was shelf stable or in one of these pouches like this, but it's not as soft as I expected. Sometimes these things get incredibly mushy, but this did not. And I think it might be in part due to the cheese filling. The cheese filling is actually very solid and kind of intact and nice inside of these. You see? Focus, focus. Okay. See what I mean? It's like a solid lump of cheese. It's not mushy. It's not running out or anything. It's very, very solid. As a matter of fact, it's so solid that you could actually take a chunk right out of it and hold it in your hand. One thing that this sort of reminds me of is that cheese tortellini that they sell at the store. in the box on the dry pasta section. And then it has the cheese inside, but it's very dry and shelf-stable cheese. And then when you heat it in water, the cheese stays a little firm inside of it. Well, that's kind of what this reminds me of. But you can definitely taste the cheese inside the sauce. Very tomato-filled flavor. And there are beans in this, too. Remember, it's cheese tortellini with pinto beans, which I've never actually had with cheese tortellini before in my whole life. Maybe it doesn't sound quite right to some of you, but it is very, very good, actually, together. I'm surprised that that goes so well together. I've never seen it. I grew up in an Italian family. Also, I think as far as the military goes and it being a shelf-stable MRE used for the army and stuff, the pinto beans are probably added for protein, you know, because this is like a cheese-only vegetarian kind of pasta, right? So you need to add some protein, and I bet that that's what the beans are for. With the salt on it, it's much improved, but I just hate that it needs more salt. Now keep in mind, this is kind of a small meal, but it is supposed to have a bunch of sides with it. This meal is 8 ounces, or 227 grams. So it's average, but it's not very big. And it is supposed to have a bag of side dishes like accessories, pita chips, all kinds of things with it. But like I said, I only had 2 of those, so I'm saving one of them to eat with this meal. And the first one was very good as well. This one is good too, and I have a feeling they're all going to be pretty good. You know, your standard cheese tortellini, it's a good meal if you like cheese. And who doesn't like cheese? I guess there are some parts of the world where people don't really appreciate cheese, so I shouldn't say that. It's actually better than the other one that I tasted that was in the regular MRE. Yeah, it's got a better texture. So yeah, guys, if I were to compare this one to the regular MRE tortellini that I had out of the pouch in the regular military brown bag MRE, I would say this one is a little more firm pasta. I actually do prefer this one, although the other one was really good too. And I've also had the other tortellini that comes in the shelf-stable pouch. What was that, O'Meals? I've had a lot of cheese tortellini, guys, and I have to say, I think this is my favorite one so far. So guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you, all my new subscribers. Oh my God, thank you so much. I know I will get to the RCIR in the next couple days with the breakfast video, okay guys? And thank you to all of my subscribers from before too. Everybody, thanks for watching and subscribing and liking and all that good stuff. So that was my review of the Kosher Halal My Own Meal cheese tortellini with tomato sauce and pinto beans. Thank you, CT, and thank you everyone else, and I'll talk to you guys soon.